Hi guys, in this video of CCNA Routing Switching full course, we will discuss about IP addressing and subnetting. This is the first part of full understand IP addresses and subnetting. Let me start the slide and listen. Okay, what about IP address? IP address is the numerical address that assigns to computers, to any network devices such as switches, routers, wireless modems, and so on, for provide them to be connected to each other and making the network. IP address has two types: IP address version 4 and IP address version 6. IP address version 4 have 32 bits and write in decimal format and have four parts we called octet, 4 octets, such as 2.2.2.2. But IP address version 6 is 128 bits, write in hex format and have 8 parts, such as this one, 2, 3, 4, 0, colon, quad 0, blah, blah, blah. We will discuss IP address version 6 as well in this course completely. Don't worry about that. But what about IP address version 4 classes? The organization named IANA, IANA, classified some years ago, many years ago, classified IP address into many class and many parts, class A, class B, class 3, and so on. Just classified address for simplified addressing. We will discuss more about that in this video. Let me say about the classes. The first class is class A. It starts from 1.0.0.1 to 126.255.255.255. Class B it starts from 128.0.0.1 to 191.255.255.255, and class C starts from 192.0.0.1 until 223.255.255.255. Class D is address that includes numbers from 224.0.0.1 until 239.255.255.255, and another address that includes in class A but separated from classified A, B, C, D, that's called loopback address 127.0.0.1 until 127.255.255.255. The loopback address don't assignable to computer, NIC or network interface card. Beside of each IP address, another number or another address is present, which called subnet mask. Subnet mask of class A is 255.0.0.0. Subnet mask of class B IP addresses is 255.255.0.0. Class C triple 255.0, such as this one you can see in this picture. How we can assign IP address? We can enter to the computer network interface card configuration, such as this one. Let me show you. Right click on network and going to advanced network settings in Windows version 11. Windows network settings and more network adapter option, and this is my networking interface cards in my computers. Some of them are virtual networking interface cards, such as VMware interfaces, one Wi-Fi, and Ethernet and Bluetooth, and so on. Okay. Let me check the Ethernet address. Right click on that and properties. Going to TCP/IP version 4. I can set IP address in two-way, automatically or static. When I select the automatically address, my computer will receive IP address from the DHCP server. Will be discussed in next videos in this course. But when I want to assign IP address manually or static, I can select the second one, an IP address, for example, 10 space 0 space 0 space 1, and use the tab button in my keyboard to calculate the subnet mask address. What's the subnet mask? This is the important item. I will describe you in the next slide. Now, after completion the address of this one. And another item I will describe for you, this is the MAC address. MAC address, I discussed about that in a previous video. MAC address is viewable when your network interface card is connected. This interface card, Ethernet, you can see that is unplugged, but Wi-Fi is connected. When I double click on Wi-Fi, I can enter to the details, and this is the MAC address of my Wi-Fi network interface card. This is the MAC address, has 12 digit, hex digit. First 6 digits are organization unique identifier, and the last 6 digits is network interface card identifier. Another way to check the MAC address is ipconfig/all. When you use this command, you can see network, you can see MAC address in each part for Ethernet or network adapters. For example, Ethernet adapter, we can see physical address. In wireless LAN adapter, we can see the physical address of that and any others, so on. Okay, return to slide. Okay, class A, class B, class C, class D. Each of these class, keep in mind, each of these class just defined for simplified of your IP address assignment. There is not important what type of them, what class what class you select for addressing your computers in your network. You can select class A, you can select class B, class C, or any other items. But this is the very important thing, that you can select IP addressing class for your network based on your favorite, based on your idea, or based on your IP addressing and IP subnetting maybe you want to use. But there is one important tips that must I say you. You cannot use class D address and loopback address. But why? Loopback address is the address that's not assignable to the network interface card. I will show you now. This address, this loopback address, has two uses. One, the basic use, one to test the health of the system network interface card, and the other professional uses such as use in routing protocols and so on. Let me check. This is network interface card, for example, Ethernet interface, right click properties and enter the TCP/IP version 4. Let me check. What was loopback address? 124. It starts from 127. Sorry, 127. When I type the 7, I will receive the error. IP address is starting with 127 are not valid because they are reserved for loopback address. Okay, so you can just use IP address for basic use. If you want to use it for basic purpose, you can just use loopback address for testing network interface card healthy. For example, command line cmd ping 124, any address that starts with 127. Sorry, any address that starts with 127. It includes in loopback address category. 127.0.0.1 and hit enter. You can see I receive reply from that. This is showing me that the network interface card is okay and don't any problem about hardware issues. Okay, but what about IP address of class D? We called it multicast. Multicast is another type of address that you cannot use for assigning it to your network interface card. Check it as well. TCP/IP version 4, automatic, again static or manually. What was multicast? Starts with 224. 224. Again, I receive an error that says 224 is not a valid entry. Please specify a value between 1 and 223. 224 address or multicast address is an address uses for multicasting or used for group of systems, for communicating between group of systems, or I can exactly say when you want to send packets to the group of systems. Let me give an example, okay? For example, if you want to start a video conferencing, it means that the camera of your computer system will receive your image, and that image or that video will be displayed simultaneously on the monitors of other 7 people. That is, it will be broadcast as a group. Therefore, the video data received from your camera needs to be sent to a group. Here, that the multicast address is used, and you need to set up a number of switch ports as a group. Computers, it means computers ports are the same 7 people who are going to see your video. Therefore, a group is created on switch. Those 7 ports become members of that group, and the multicast address is assigned to the created group, not to operating systems and not to a network interface card for each computer. So you cannot set multicast address into your network interface card. It's just assignable to a group that's created on the switch. Well, now let's take a closer look at the IP address structure. IP version 4 address is composed from 2 parts. Network ID and the host ID, or net ID and the host ID. Both of these parts completed 32 bits in binary format. Okay, host ID, net ID is the network identification number that specifies the network number in each IP address. Imagine you are in a building, you have some rooms and some computers in each room. Net ID has room number. room number 1, room number 2, room number 3, and so on. And in each room, you have some computers. Host ID has computer number in the room. For example, look at this example, please. This is 3 computers that's addressed in class C. In class C, we have 3 octets as host as net ID. 192.168.100 is net ID in this example that you see now. All have same network ID. Only systems that have the same net ID can communicate directly with each other without needs any additional networking devices, such as routers don't need anything, just except switch. You don't need any device for communicate between computers that have the same net ID. IP version 4 is IP version 4 address consists of 4 parts. Each part contains 8 bits in binary basis or in binary format. First part, second part, third part, and fourth part or 4 octets consist 32 bits. Okay, our example was in class C address 192.168.100 is the network ID for class C address. If you remember, I said some minutes ago, and in this video, that we have another address beside the IP address that's called subnet mask. We saw that in IP address assignment in network interface card configuration. In fact, in this address that determines how much of the IP address in the network number and how much is the computer number based on the exact value assigned to the subnet mask bits. You will have the network address and the remaining blank value, the computer number. In this example, we have 255.255.255 subnet mask .0. Okay, as the same value of assigned to the subnet mask in the IP address will be the network number. Okay, let's see. Subnet mask is what determines net ID. This is what will happen. Okay, this is the subnet mask 255, 255, 255. Because the subnet mask is extended in 3 octets, 1 octet, second, and third. So because the subnet mask is extended in 3 octets, the IP address we will use 3 octets based on subnet mask extended items. These 3 octets will be the net ID, and the remaining blank will be the host ID. So we can extend net ID with adding subnet mask bits and making the IP address net ID and host ID based on that. Look at the glance. IP address classification is just for convenience. Choose what class is based on your ID approximately. The next item, just computers with the same net ID can communicate with each other, otherwise they will need router. If you have some computers that have different network IDs or net IDs, for example in class C, one computer address 192.168.100 and the second computer has 192.168.200.x. These 2 computers will need routers between them to make any communication or any data transfer between. Same net ID means same subnet masks. In fact, subnet mask is what determines which octet's R&S ID. We saw this item in the previous slide. Selecting IP address for internet connection is not based on our choice. This is the basic knowledge of needing why we need subnet mask. We will describe this in the next slides and in the next videos. By extent of subnet mask, we can add more net ID and make host ID smaller. It is basic concept of subnetting. And the last one is loopback and multicast addresses are not assignable to network interface card. Type of their usage is different, and we will discuss later in our videos. Well, now let's go to the laboratory to check the connection between the systems. I will use the Cisco Packet Tracer software for testing so that you can get to know this program, this software a little. Then we will examine networking between computers in the VMware workstation software. Okay, first Cisco Packet Tracer, and second we will test in VMware workstation. We will have 3 computers, Gina, Bob, and Mike, with assigned addresses in class A, 10.0.0.3.1 and .2, and one switch between them. We will consider communicate these computers to each other. Okay guys, this is a good and acceptable software for trial setup of various networks, which include computers, various servers and services, various infrastructure equipment, wireless network, etc. All of which you can simulate without purchasing equipment. During of course, I will introduce you another softwares, another software simulation that are much more powerful, and you will know them beside of this Cisco Packet Tracer. Okay, well, now we have this slide. Okay, 3 computers, Bob, Mike, Gina, 3 computers we need. From this part, end devices, from the end devices, I need 3 computers. You can drag and drop 3 PCs, PC1, for example, Mike computer, second PC is Gina, Mike, Bob and Gina, Mike, Bob, and the third one is Gina. And the IP addresses, well, 10.001, 10.002, 10.003. Okay, this is computer Mike. Mike is 10.002. Mike, Gina, Bob. Well, Bob is 10.001. I entered the Bob. This is the computer. You can zoom in. You can power off and power on the computer if you need. It is not important now. And some modules you can add to your computers. I will describe all of modules during this course, and maybe I produce especially video for training all of parts of this software completely. But now just we need some little items for working with this software. This is the config, and this is the desktop. You can you have IP configuration, dial-up, terminal, command prompt, web browser, PC wireless, VPN, and many items. This is the latest version I installed. Okay, IP configuration. I entered the IP configuration. You can use DHCP for gaining and assigning automatically IP address, or you can assign manually. We have manually, we want to set manually IP address 10.0.0.1, and when you hit tab button in keyboard, it will calculate automatically the subnet mask 255.0.0.0, because the subnet mask is 255 and the rest of that is 0, so just one octet is filled, so just number 10, or the first octet of IP address, is net ID. Net ID is, in this example, is octet 1, so that is 10. Okay, 10.0.0.1. The mic is 10.0.0.2. Desktop IP configuration 10.0.0.2, tab, close, and the GNA 10.0.0.3. 10.0.0.3, tab. Okay, we need a switch. This is the network devices. You have some routers and switches and so on. You can add routers. We don't need router now, so we need switch. This is the switch 290 2960 model. This is the layer 2 switch of Cisco. Okay, so we need connections or cabling for communicate computers with each other physically. This is the connections. Select this one and select a straight roof. You are probably familiar with the cabling concepts and various cabling standards in the Network Plus course. If you have not passed that course, it is not a problem, and you can easily get acquainted with a little reading and know about that. So we need this time a straight through cable. I select this one and click on the switch. Switch commonly have 24 fast Ethernet ports, and maybe have gigabit Ethernet. I don't need gigabit Ethernet now. From fast Ethernet 0.1, connect it, click it on the PC, on the selected PC, and connect the cable into fast Ethernet 0. Again, select the straight through cable, click on the switch, select fast Ethernet 0/2 and the second PC fast Ethernet, and again connect from the fast Ethernet 0/3 into computer GNA fast Ethernet 0. Okay, we need to wait for these switch ports is upping and make the color into green. This means our physical network is ready, and we can test communication between each items. This is the label, the note 10.0.0.1, 10.0.0.2, 10.0.0.2, and the 10.0.0.3. Okay, this is IP address of these computers. Well, let me check the ping between them. Going to command prompt. I'm in computer Bob in command prompt. Ping 10.0.0.2, the computer mic. Enter, reply from 10.0.0.2, and ping GNA, ping 10.0.0.3. This is reply as well without any problem. Also, after testing on the command line, you can also use a graphical tool that shows the exchange of packets and transferring them from this one simulation. You can simulate, you can select this simulation and play. You can see packets transferring like this. Okay, well, back to the real-time page, and all of this completed successfully. And you can test this simulation in your computer for testing ping between computers that have the same network ID. As I said, I will make a full video about this software later so that you can fully understand its capabilities. Now it's over, and we are going to check the VMware workstation for simulating computers together. Okay, dear friends, this is the VMware Workstation Pro that simulates many operating systems such as Windows, such as Linux, such as Mac OS, and so on. Various types of OS you can simulate with this software. Also, you can use VMware Workstation Player. They are working near together. Don't any problem about using any of them. Okay, I have one Windows Server 2019. This is my Windows Server. When I right click on the Windows Server tab or OS tab and select the settings item, I can use and define a type of network interface card. Operation. When you select network adapter, you can select bridge. That's when you select this one, you can communicate from your virtual and simulated OS into your real OS and real network that connected to your real OS. And when you use NAT, the address translation will be occur, and your IP address will be translated into internet address. And if you select host only, just OS that's selected to host only, we can communicate to each other. And also you can select custom or customize and select any of the virtual network interface cards that I will describe in these powerful tools in a separate video as well. Okay, now I select host only. Okay, host only, and what's my IP address? Let me check. CMD IP config 10.00.114, and start this second my OS. Before that, let me check the network adapter setting is host only. Okay, and start. Okay, I check this one IP address, CMD IP config as well. Oh, it's different. Need to change the IP address. Right click on the network icon, select Ethernet, sorry, network and sharing center, change adapter settings, right click on the network interface card, select properties, and TCP/IP version 4 10.0.0.115. Okay, and 10.0.0.114. From this OS, I open a command line and ping 10.0.0.114, and you can see I can connect and send ICMP packet or ping packets to this item. If I change one of these two OS network interface connection types, such as I set NAT, for example, or I use bridge, or I use custom and another. Let me check bridge for testing and testing network. It cannot be communicate now because the network type, the network interface type setting is different. But when I change it back, the problem will be resolved. Okay, test again. Okay, that's good. And it's over. It's over, and we did perform the test communication between three computers with the same net ID, and this is the finish of lesson 2, and I hope it was useful, and will you see in the next video. Have a nice time, dear friends.